Welcome back to Alt Menu Sunday, the day in which the new alt menu for RPG Maker MV is released, and today's alt menu of the week is the combination of the icon and a bust menu, creating the bust icon menu combination menu thingy. Yeah! So, as you can see, it's a combination of the icon and bust menu. Instead of just using the icons by themselves or like a bust by themselves, you now have the icons to be used as commands. You can select the bust. As you can see, there's black borders around the information and a box that highlights all the information so that you can have more easy time reading it while at the same time not completely covering up the bust underneath it. And as you can see, it works perfectly. We can just select one of the commands, select an actor to choose, select them, everything looks good. Yeah, okay. Well, time to learn how to set it up. The first thing you need to do is make sure you have the plugin installed. Next, go into your game folder and then go into the images folder. Create a some random dude folder if you don't already have one, then create a menu folder if you don't already have one. Then within there, input all the bust images you wish to use. Then within the actors tab, use the note tag menu bust along with the file name of the bust you wish to use for the actor. Furthermore, you can also use menu bust X and menu bust Y to set offsets for a certain bust. So for example, if we remove this X offset right here from Nina, you may notice things look a little off-center for Nina's image. But using the note tag menu bust X allows us to set an offset that will actually correspond to what we want it to be. So if we set to -50, it'll shift Nina more to the left and make everything look a lot better. And now comes the parameters. They're pretty simple. Simply go into one of these parameters, so like the skill icon, and this allows you to set this icon index of the icon you wish to use for the skill command. So for example, if we remove that, right click and hit icon set viewer, we actually select an icon to use. So we can select this, like, I don't know, this red ball right here to be used as a skill icon for the skill selection. And now, as you can see, the skill command is now using that icon as opposed to the other icon I was using before. Furthermore, if we go down here, we can also set the default X and Y offsets for the busts. So for example, you have some random bust that requires that all of them to be set to -50, then you can do that. Otherwise, you can input them manually in the note tags of the actors. We can also set the color and the opacity of that black box that was highlighting all the information for each actors. So for example, this is an RGBA color code, so it'd be red, green, blue, alpha. So if you want to make it more like solid, you do something like 0.8 like so, which would make it more solid, or maybe 0.2 for like super transparent, but not completely transparent. But I'd recommend 0.5 or 0.6, just make sure the black box is like slightly transparent, so you can see the information while not completely covering up the bust images that are underneath it. Along with this, you can also set show TP to true to make so TP bars for each actor are shown on their status. We can also set the X and Y position and padding for all the icon windows and such. So if we set this to 0, that means it'll be shifted all the way to the left. We can do the same thing for the label window. So we can set this to 0 and we shift it to the left. We can also change the alignment of the label window so we make it left, so it's like everything's oriented towards the left, like the default icon menu is. And we can also set the X and Y position of the gold window, as you can see right here. Finally comes to custom commands. Now, say you have a plugin that adds another command to your menu, and using custom commands, you can actually add icons to those commands. Now, the way it works is a little complex. You're going to first find the command symbol for that command. Now, the command symbol is not really obvious. You'll mainly have to ask the plugin creator what the command symbol is for the command, or actually look it up through the code. However, if using something like Yanfly's main menu manager, you can actually find all the symbols quite easily. Simply go to the command you wish to use, find the symbol right here. So like, for this example, the debug symbol is going to be simply debug. Let's copy it, then go back to our plugin right here, go down to the bottom where the custom commands are, like right here, set one of the custom command symbols to the debug symbol, then set the icon for that same one to a certain icon. So for example, we'll set the debug icon to be, I don't know, maybe this wrench right here. So it's going to be debugging and stuff. And as you can see, our debug icon is now this wrench, and if we click on it, it brings up the debug menu. You may also notice that the icon command window and the label window are now oriented to the left, along with the label window's align is now set to the left. So you can customize that all you like. And that's really all for this plugin. If you enjoyed, please give this video a huge thumbs up. The download link to this plugin is in the description. Comment below what you might want to see in future plugins that make alt menus and stuff. And yeah, share if you want to help people see more of this stuff. Check out my Patreon if you want to help support more of these plugins get created. And that's all for now. Until next time.